Hello there, YouTube. It's Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Today, I'm getting into something else. Y'all know me. Always got to be growing. Always got to be doing some kind of challenge. And I'll tell you what that challenge is in just a second. Alright guys, so some time ago I mentioned, well, it's probably been a few weeks, I mentioned in one of my videos that I was getting ready to participate in a growing challenge with Chris and all her subscribers over there at the Little Tech Girls Homestead, and that time has come. It is challenge time. I'm actually 2 days behind. Surprise. Sorry, friends. Of course, my mic died. So, back to this challenge, though. So, there is no winner, per se. It is more like a grow-along than anything. We'll all be growing the same crops, one or all three of them. So, you could choose this here, which is the jalapeno. I've grown this a number of times. It is a hybrid variety of the jalapeno, and it grows in a hanging fashion, stays compact, has the same amount of heat. Then she also had lettuce leaf basil, so not just any basil, the lettuce leaf variety. Just so happens I had a bunch of seeds for that, so I also put that down in here as well. And then she is doing the contender bean, which I don't have. I thought I had it, but I don't have it, so I'm gonna have to skip out on the contender bean. However, in the same unit though, I did find some pods for the Arrow Garden cucumber. I believe it's the quick snack variety, which is a hybrid, so you can't save, I mean, you can save the seeds from it, but you're not gonna get the same thing. So I've already put those in. I've put the cucumber in the back here, the jalapeno up front here, and the lettuce leaf basil right here. So I want to bring you in for something right quick. Let me bring you closer. So in my most recent video where I talked about my hydroponic tomatoes that I currently have growing that are all supposed to be some sort of micro dwarf, I got a couple comments on how I write on my units instead of having to make tags and all that stuff. What I use is this. It's just cheap old chalk pens that I got off of Amazon. I think this pack, I bought this, gosh, I'm gonna have to say like 2018 or something. They're like ridiculously old, but they still work. They still work fine. On here it says mostly used on mirrors, chalkboards, car glass, plastics, and ceramics. This is plastic, so this works just fine. It's a 6mm tip, and it's a reversible tip. When you first buy them and go to use them, you have to prime it, which means you have to shake it and plunk it down like this to get the chalk going. Chalk ink, I guess. And see, even on here it says premium wet wipe markers. So I've been using these for years. They don't leave a mark. If you wet them, you do have to reapply. So that's why I keep one marker out at all times. I keep one upstairs and one downstairs. I think at the time, back in like 2018, I got a pack of like 10 colors for $5 or something. They were super affordable. I don't know how much they cost now, but I imagine not not too much terribly more. Anywho, so okay, I'm gonna put down here, let's see, pot, Pinot. All right, and over here, I'm gonna write lettuce, leaf, basil. And then for this pot in the back here, that actually already has the correct name on the sticker, so I don't need to write that one down. Okay, so you see where I wrote this little mark at here? Just a nice little scribble there. All I have to do to get that off is take my dry little finger and wipe it off. It's just chalk. See? If you didn't want to get that on your hands, you could just take a wet wipe. This is a Clorox wipe, but you could use a wet wipe, anything you want it to, and just wipe that off, no problem. As you can see, it doesn't leave any markings at all. Came in a variety of colors, so if you wanted to color code things for some reason, you could. Now I'm just gonna write the date here, which is, today is, oh, you know, I'm 2 days behind. I was supposed to start on Sunday, it's Tuesday. So today is November 19th, 2024. All right, and then that'll dry up. I'll just leave this pen here to use whenever I need it, and there we have it. So I'm all potted up for the, oh, what's it called? AFGK. I forget, I'll put it on the screen. I'm so sorry, Chris. But I'm not done, because you guys know, if you've watched my videos during this, when I'm doing my indoor growing, I am a huge proponent of making these hydroponic units do double duty. So my favorite thing to grow in with anything I start is lettuce. Why? Because it grows so fast. You'll be pulling this, you'll be harvesting that lettuce long before any of your other plants are getting big and getting too crowded. So I'm using this lettuce here. I just got these seeds from Mike's Chaotic Gardening. He sent this over with my gift that I won for winning the WIG 2023 challenge, Winter Indoor Growing Challenge, that he and GT Junior Grows in Alaska host. I think this will be the 3rd year, yeah, because the first winner was Aunt Ellen. I was the 2nd winner, and now we're in our 3rd year of doing this challenge. If you want more information, I'll make sure to put a link to his announcement video. At any rate, this was one of the packs of many, and I mean many, that he put in with my prize from that grow challenge. Which, by the way, it's not about the prize. It's more about just getting people to grow their own food. And you have to grow it indoors during the winter. All right, so I'm just gonna put these in here. And then that's gonna do it. I'm all started for the Grow Along with Little Tech Girls Homestead. And I got some lettuce in the unit to boot. Now I will be putting some covers over these type of covers. I just don't have them with me right now. I left them downstairs. And then I'll be putting some lettuce in these two as well. But then that'll be my unit, and I'll keep you guys up to date on how things are going. Shouldn't be any problems. This is in my office. I am using an Arrow Garden Bounty Basic, is this unit right here. Excuse me. And what else do you need to know? I'll be using Arrow Garden Nutrients. These here. I still have, I think, 3 1-liter bottles of this, and then I still have about 4 bottles of this 3-ounce size. But I also picked up a new liquid plant food to use in my hydroponics that I want to try out, because as you know, Arrow Garden is closing, and so I wanted to go ahead and start working on finding what my replacement is going to be as far as the plant food is concerned. So I will bring you guys along for that as well, but in this separate video. For now though, we are planted up, and something I like to do is, hang on. Okay, so one other thing I like to do is to help prevent with the algae, even though, just assume I have my stickers on here like this and like this and like this, I still go ahead and I take some pod covers. These are just the little plastic covers that you put over the holes, and I put that on top of my domes until I've seen my seeds sprout. And that's just to make extra sure that no light is getting down to my sponges and prematurely causing any algae. So just a little tip from me. That's what I do. Arrow Garden has never recommended that to anyone. That's just something I do. Another little nugget I got for you: if you didn't want to use covers and you didn't have any stickers, you could also very easily use foil. You could use painter's tape. You could use duct tape, even if you wanted to cover up these pods, and then just poke a hole in them to keep them covered and not have them out in the open such as this. So instead of spending money, of course I have an abundance of them because I buy in bulk at all times. But if you don't, there's some alternatives for you. So anything that you can get to fit around these pods and be able to easily poke a hole into, that won't hinder your basket from sliding into the hole without too much resistance. You're welcome. Something else I like to do is, here are my seeds for what I planted today. I like to take these and my liquid fertilizer and keep them by the unit, so I'm not like looking around. I'm only going to keep these seeds out here long enough to make sure that everything has germinated. Once everything has germinated, I will move these to their proper spot and put them away. But for now, they stay right there so that if I need to reseed my sponge, I can without having to go back and find the right binder or whatever your method for storing your seeds is. So there's another little nugget from me. And so that does it for me. All right, friends, wish me luck. And I will see you guys in another video on another day. Until then, happy growing, my friends.